Hello everyone! Pig says it's been a long time since you have featured me, so, you know, 'tis the time. Look at those pretty peepers. Anyways, hello everyone, how are we all doing today? I am super excited to do this review for you guys because at the moment, I think this is pretty much the most requested foundation that you all want me to test out here. So I have it, and it came in the mail, so as I said, 'tis the time. Let's go ahead and test this. This is the new foundation from NARS. This is the Natural Radiant Longwear foundation. Got the shade number Light 4 Deauville, and I'm really keeping my fingers crossed that it's the right shade. We shall find out, but the name of this does not, I mean, it's like a half oh boy and like a half yay, because it's naturally radiant, which means it's probably dewy, but it's longwear, so like that's great. Let's go ahead and hop online really quick first, just to make sure we know exactly what the claims are and everything of this foundation, and then we can go ahead, put it on my face, and test it out for the day. Like I said, this is the NARS Natural Radiant Longwear Foundation. For 1 fluid ounce of product, it is going to set you back $49, so it definitely has that NARS price tag to it. There are 33 different shades available, mainly in the fair looking type of skin tone, and then working through a lot of those into some like medium colors, you know, some tan colors. The deepest is dark 6 espresso. You be the judge. I don't know, it looks semi-deep, but like on the lighter tan end of deep, if that makes sense. I think you can especially see here in the arm swatches that it doesn't look super duper deep, and obviously the main concentration of colors are in these fair and light and medium kind of tan skin colors. And the claims and everything are that this is going to give medium to full coverage. It's also for all skin types, you know, whatever you've got, and the finish is going to be natural. It has up to 16 hours of lightweight, natural, fade-resistant wear, featuring full-powered radiance to smooth the look of the skin. Medium to full buildable coverage. It's got a sweat-resistant formula, and it's going to stay color-true all day. It's gonna look like skin, not feel cakey or like a mask. It has a superior blend on it, and yeah, it's got some fruit extracts that are apparently going to give the skin radiance over time. It's oil-free, fragrance-free, non-drying, dermatologist tested, and non-comedogenic. And to use, dispense a pump, apply the foundation starting at the center of the face, blend out with fingertips, okay. Focus on one area at a time, blend well, okay. So I was not expecting that, but they say fingers for this foundation. I do have a brush and a sponge just in case, but yeah, I think that's about it for now. Let's just go ahead, sing the song together, and then we can get on into this. Let's test, hot mess or the best. All right, so we'll open this up. I haven't even looked to see if the color is gonna be right for me. I really am just fingers very crossed. It's got that beautiful feeling of NARS on the lid. We'll see. I think it might be a little bit dark for me, maybe, but hey, who knows? Who knows? We're gonna try it on the face. That is where it is most important to look good. So my face has been washed and moisturized. I've got a bunch of crap around my mouth area right now. I think it's a bunch of stress pimples, which is never fun, but my face has been washed and moisturized prior to filming. I'm gonna go ahead and put on my primer here just to give this foundation the best chance possible for staying on my very, very oily skin. And I do also wear my glasses in these foundation reviews for the fellow glasses wearers of the world out there, so that we can see how this foundation is gonna do underneath the nose pads and where our glasses touch our face throughout the day and all that good stuff. Primer is on. Said to shake this well before using, so I'm gonna go ahead and do that. It does sound semi-liquidy in there. It's got a beautiful pump on it. You guys know how I feel about a lovely pump, but the best pumps are those that work. So let's see if this one is gonna, I mean, overall, you guys, this is a beautiful bottle, nice, tall, skinny NARS bottle, glass bottle. The pump though, oh, there we go, okay. And then it said to warm between the fingers. I never really know how warm it's supposed to get, but apply in the center of the face and blend outward. Yeah, been so long since I've put a foundation on with my fingers. I don't know about the smell, you guys. It smells like, I mean, it's a very light smell, but it's definitely got like a foundation smell, but almost like a vanilla lipstick smell too, if that makes sense. I don't even know, I don't know that I've ever put on a foundation quite like this, you guys. It feels really different from what I'm used to. It kind of feels like, or maybe, I mean, it might just be because it's been so long since I've used my fingers to put on a foundation, but it feels really smooth and silky. Almost like I'm putting on, like, if I rubbed my fingers into like a cream foundation compact or something, and like I'm rubbing that in. But I think it did a decently good job at covering some stuff up. I don't think I got it to full coverage, but I think, you know, that's the buildableness and everything that they talk about, you know, a medium to full coverage. So right now I would say, you know, a medium coverage. And now just for fun, I'm going to see on this half of my face how this does with a brush. Okay, I used a little bit less on this side of my face, so that's why the coverage isn't quite as full. I much prefer it with a brush. I just think it went on really smooth and nicely. I mean, both sides look fine overall. I just think it looks really nice with a brush. And now I'm going to see, I mean, this is one pump, like it's a very small amount that comes out with the pump. So I honestly think that's nice just because it means you don't have to worry about pumping out too much and wasting it. But I'm gonna go ahead and just see about building some coverage here and then also seeing how it does with a sponge. And there you go. I also think it did great with a sponge. So yay, you can do whatever you like with this foundation. And you guys, I think it looks gorgeous. It really does have like that second skin, just, it kind of became a part of me, I feel like. Yeah, it feels really, really lightweight. I think it looks, you know, kind of as good as it can look on the pimply stuff that I'm trying to cover on my chin area. It just feels really good. It feels really, really pretty. And I think the color match is decent enough. I think I'm a bit pasty at the moment from the winter, but you know, I think it's good enough anyways. I'm gonna go ahead and put on the rest of my makeup here, and then I will be back and we can check in and everything, and then we can go about my day and see how this ends up wearing. So I'll be back in just a second here on YouTube land. Ready? Ding! All right, I know, not too much of a difference. I was hoping I would have some time to put on some eye makeup, but I have to join a video call with a company here really quick, so that comes first. But either way, I wanted to check in with you guys here. Here is everything. I mean, it doesn't look too different, because really I didn't put on too much makeup. But, you know, everything is looking good. And everything feels good, nice and lightweight and all of that. And for those of you who care about the flash photo test, here you go. I think it looks good. I think there might be a little bit of flashback to it. I think it looks a little pale on camera with that flash, but otherwise I think my face looks smooth and flawless and very, very nice. So there you guys go. I am excited to take you guys along on my day here so that we can see how this foundation is going to end up performing. I have my fingers crossed because as of right now it looks and feels very nice, but we shall see. Any foundation that claims that it's good for dry, combo, and oily skin, I'm like, not so sure about that, but we're gonna give it a shot here. So I will just be checking in with you all periodically through the day whenever I feel it is pertinent so that we can see how this is wearing, and then I will just be seeing you all at the very end of the night. So I will see you all very soon here on YouTube land. Bye! good evening. It is the end of the night here. It is currently 2:50 in the morning. I am sorry for the lack of vloggy footage today. I kind of figured that would happen, but I wasn't quite sure. I just had some work stuff this afternoon and then went to the post office, and then I went to one of my friend's places so that we could cook a freezable type dinner. One of my best friends just suffered a really great loss in her family, so a couple friends and I cooked her a big pot of soup so that she could freeze that and have that, you know, to eat for whenever she can. So we just spent the night with her, you know, for a good few hours there, and then when I came home here I was just getting some work done, so yeah, there really wasn't too terribly much to vlog or anything. But here's the foundation. It has been through some stuff. I was crying and yeah, I mean, it's been through life, so let's take a look at it. So as you can see here at the end of the night, I have gotten quite oily, but thankfully this is the type of foundation that blots very well. It doesn't seem to come off on blotting papers or anything, so that is great. However, I think you can see that it got, I mean, not super cakey looking around my mouth and on my chin, but like cakey-ish looking. I also don't love the way that this ended up looking in my nose pores, and this is the kind of foundation I noticed throughout the day. If you touch your face at all, you do see the foundation coming off on your fingers. You don't necessarily see like streaks from where you touched your face or anything on your face, so that's really good, but it does increase the wear of it, like the wear and tear on it. So I mean, all of the hullabaloo about it being transfer proof and whatnot, I disagree, and also the part about it being sweat proof, I doubt it. I mean, it's winter here. It was like between -5 and -10 here today. I didn't sweat, I don't think, at all, but I can't even imagine this lasting through sweat just considering how it came off with oils. I mean, obviously the two are very different things, but at the same time, at least in my experience, it tends to break down foundation in the same sort of way. I don't love the way this ended up looking on my face at the end of the night here, which is a bummer because I thought it looked extra super duper beautiful at the beginning of the day when I first applied it. You know, it did feel lightweight throughout the day, but like a lightweight foundation. I could tell that I was wearing foundation today. And also when my oils start to come through, it made it feel like a heavy foundation. Now granted, once you blot it off, it doesn't feel heavy anymore, but that is a feeling that I was getting. So overall, I think the foundation was okay, but I think this is just one of the things, you know, when a foundation claims to be good for oily combo and dry skin and normal skin, it's like, I don't know that that's possible. And usually when a foundation claims that, it's usually not good for either ends of the spectrum, you know, like very dry skin or very oily skin like mine. I feel like those kind of foundations that claim it all, they're good for the middle ground. But just to put my feelings into a numerical perspective for you guys, let's go ahead and do my pause rating system here. P stands for performance, A is for application, W is for worth the price, and S is for shade range. So for performance, it did okay. It didn't do fantastically, but it also didn't do super duper poorly. I really do feel like it was okay, but on the good end of okay. So I'm gonna give it a 3 out of 5 on that. Application was gorgeous, be it with my fingers, with a brush, with a sponge. It did so good. It really did glide on very nicely, and I thought application was absolutely beautiful. So I am going to give this a 5 out of 5 on application. For worth the price, I personally do not think so. I mean, not for oily skin anyways. For $49, I need for it to be better than on the good side of the okay spectrum. You get what I'm saying? I'll go ahead and give it a 1. Like the quiver in my lips. I don't know, maybe like a 1.5. I'm gonna give it a 1.5. And the shade range, it sucks because they did have like a large shade range, but was it good? No, because it really only covered the light and the pale and the kind of like, you know, tan spectrum and whatnot. I mean, within that, yeah, it was really, really good. But on the darker side of things, no, really not good. So for shade range, I'll split it down the middle because there's definite room for improvement, but what they had was quite extensive. Yeah, I'll give it a 3 because what they had was really good and really, like I said. Does that make sense? The points I'm taking off, obviously, you know, there's a lot of room for improvement there, but what they did have, if you are in the fair to light to tan to tannish deep, like that kind of a shade range, there was good selection, I think. So overall, this is getting a 12.5 out of 20 or a 3.125 out of 5 paws. And I think that sums it up, you know, like I said, overall, I think this was on the good end of the okay spectrum. So 3 out of 5. I think that makes sense. It wasn't a total loss. Would I recommend it? I don't know. Maybe if you have the right skin type for it, but if you have oily skin like me, I wouldn't recommend it. Like I said earlier, I just hope this review was helpful and or enjoyable for you guys in seeing whether or not this foundation is going to be something that you are going to want to check out in the future. If it was, please do go ahead and give me a thumbs up down below. I would really appreciate it. And if you're new here, hey, hi, hello, how are you? You can go ahead and subscribe if you want to see more content from me in the future. You can become a member of my casserole family here on my channel. I'd love to have you here. And as always, I just hope you guys are all doing well. And until next time, just stay well until then. Bye!